Hello at magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat at nandito tayo ngayon sa ating klase, sa ating eskwelahan na tinatawag natin Shifting Consciousness Higher Online Lifelong Learning or SCHOLL. At ito nga ay dito natin tayo ay magkakaroon ng anong tawag dito, pagbabago sa araw na ito sapagkat hindi natin gagawin ang ating I would say ang ating regular musika at pelikulang kamalayan dahil nagkaroon tayo ng medyo kakonting hindi naman aberya, adjustments lang. Yung ating kasama yung ating producer ay busy ngayon. So tayo ay magkakaroon ng ibang klaseng I would say kung dito format or rather baliktad lang natin. We are now uh, going to have our class instead. At tayo ay magkakaroon ng magandang topic for today. In spite of the fact that biglaan ito, hindi ito nais natin sana uh, pag-usapan ngayon. Pero well, actually yes, kasama dapat ito. Kaya lang dito natin gagawin sa ating ano tawag dito. Uh, ano tawag dito sa ating what do you call this? Um, klase ngayon sa ating Kamalayan Learning Alternative Success System class. All right. Anyway, just give me some moments here. I am trying now to actually adjust whatever I can actually do first to make people aware that I am live here in Facebook. Kaya lang, as I've said, ang tawag dito, tayo ay nasa ano ngayon? Nasa I am Kamalayan movement. So, kailangan ay mailagay ko sa wall ko so that other people can see me and watch me at this point in time to be able to listen to what I'm going to talk about here. At dito nga sa ating klase ay very interesting mga topics sa atin. Kadalasan, if you notice, my talks are all about related to I would say hindi nyo medyo pa nakikilala or nakakasalayan marinig. I am more of really into metaphysics. So. As what you have, as what you get to see here, it's kamalayan, it's consciousness, no? So importante na malaman ninyo na tayo ay uh, kailangan natin maintindihan kung ano itong kamalayan na ito. But more than just consciousness, well, of course, consciousness is really there. But we also need to learn about what do you call this? Universal laws and principles. Because basically, these universal laws and principles that we are experiencing without us knowing that they exist. And somehow, they affect us. No? At kadalasan nga, ang nangyayari sa atin ay tayo ay para bang nagtataka kung bakit may mga mangyayari na hindi natin inaasahan pero para bang ang sinasabi natin is bakit ba ganito ang nangyayari sa buhay ko at para bang wala na akong kaswertehan o wala na akong swerte. Puro na lang kamalasan or hinagpis. So, well, yun na nga. Ito ngayon ay ating pag-uusapan at at this point in time, I'd like to also make it clear that I am now officially using ano here, a streaming what do you call this? A streaming platform which is called StreamYard. And somehow this StreamYard is new. And ito nga makikita nating ginagamit na ngayon ng mga bata kung saan ay ito ay makikita nating um, uso na ngayon. Uso. Kailan lang ito na uso. As a matter of fact, I did not get to really uh, know much of this. At ang nangyari ay nakita ko sa internet, sa Google, sabi ko ba meron palang one dito. Meron palang ah, ganitong klaseng libreng um, streaming platform. So sana ay masamahan niyo ako ngayon at gamitin natin itong streaming platform na ito. Napakaganda dahil ito ay next week I will go live at in both uh, kwan, I will go live in YouTube and in Facebook sabay. So asahan niyo 'yan. So dito na natin makikita ang ating talagang seryosong pag-uusapan o pag-uusap-usap when it comes to kamalayan. At sana ay ito na nga ay inyong ating bigyan ng importansya rin dahil ito ay isang bagay na binibigay ko sa inyo libre. Ah, Kaya eto kung libre na nga ito at hindi pa ninyo ina-avail, ikaw, sayang naman. Why? Bakit sayang? Kasi yun na nga importante mong knowledge itong nakukuha nyo sa akin dahil this is something that is not being taught in schools and at the same time, it's very important na inyong malaman ito ngayong ating ah, mga importanteng kaganapan sa yun nga katulad itong pandemic, itong nakikita nating um, ah, crisis na nadarama natin ngayon. So, I'd like to say hi to Juan. Kanina kasi nakita ko siya sa I Am Kamalayan movement. I said, we have some friends there. But anyway, we're also live now in Juan, in what do you call this? In my on my wall. So yung mga friends ko dyan, they can catch up now. So ito na yan. Alright, si Cabana, Katarina, Copa, Nuarin. May asawa na siya ngayon, Nuarin. Anyway, Cabana, hello, how are you? Nadidinig mo ba ako? Am I being heard live? Maganda ba boses ko? I mean, is my voice clear or my volume is loud? So sana ay mabigyan niyo ako ng magandang feedback dito. No? But anyway, so tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating gagawing klase ngayon at sabi ko nga kung wala pa yung ating mga ibang estudyante dahil nga may bago tayong platform dito and hindi ko alam kung nakukuha nila ngayon itong aking ginagawang broadcast no or podcast. So sana ay masabayan niyo ako at umpisa natin. As I've said, I want to discuss universal laws and principles today. So, ito ang importante ngayon na madinig ninyo. At in Kamalayan, I always deal with 7 universal laws and principles. So 14 yun. 7 universal laws and 7 principles, universal principles. Okay, so anyway. Alright. So tignan natin kung sino ang mga pupunta na sa ating post dito sa ating klase ba? Wala pa rin talaga. Okay, anyway. So number 1 universal law that I would like to share with you is this particular, principle muna tayo. Universal principle which is called, or which I often state as like this one. You are what you believe yourself to be. You are what you believe yourself to be. And what is it that we mean here? You are what we believe yourself to be. Kung ano yung mga paniniwala mo, kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa buhay mo ay dahil yan sa mga pinaniniwalaan mo. So lahat ng mga nangyayari sa buhay natin, may kinalaman ang mga paniniwala natin or yung mga beliefs natin. So this is something that we cannot anymore ignore our beliefs. So we have to take a look at our beliefs to find out exactly what is there. Ano bang meron dyan sa ating belief, sa mga paniniwala natin, na kung saan ito pala ang nagpo-produce ng ating realidad o ng reality. Of course, it is through our consciousness. But our consciousness is made up of beliefs, emotions. It's made up of um, our thoughts and our feelings. No? So, and our actions so as well. So, ayan ang importanteng maintindihan natin. Ah, okay. So sa itong pagkakataon na ito, nais ko explain that lahat ng nangyayari sa buhay natin, kung maganda man yan, dahil siguro maganda yung mga pinaniniwalaan mo. Kung hindi maganda at sasabihin mong parang there is nothing right going on in your world. Kung sasabihin mong medyo asiwa ang ang mundo mo o yung mga nangyayari sa mundo mo, may kinalaman yan sa mga paniniwala. Ang tanong dyan is, ano ang gusto mong paniwalaan dito ngayon? Kasi pag sinabi mong hindi mo babaguhin ang paniniwala mo, everything that happens to you in your life is basically a result of what you believe in. So paulit-ulit lang yan, para kasirang plaka. So ang mangyayari dyan ay hindi mo makikita ang pagbabago hangga't hindi mo binabago ang mga paniniwala mo. So ito ay importante na maintindihan natin. So it is our beliefs that create our reality. You are what you believe yourself to be. And well, there's a universal law that is related to that is basically in alignment to that. And that is the law of manifestation. It is that law of manifestation that says it is our consciousness that creates our reality. So, ang kamalayan natin talaga, ang gumagawa ng nangyayari sa buhay natin. Sabi nga, paano yan? Ibig sabihin, itong mga nangyayari sa buhay ko, ito yan, hindi ako ang may kagagawa nito. Hindi ang ibang tao, hindi ang Diyos. Well, of course, everything is everything is created by God. But everything that is happening in your life, ikaw ang may kagagawan. So, pag hindi mo gusto yung mga nangyayari sa buhay mo, bakit mo ginagawa yan? Or hindi naman sa dahil ginagawa mo, bakit mo pinaniniwalaan? It is always a result of what you believe in. So, ang tanong dyan is, balikan ninyo yung mga paniniwala nyo. Isa-isahin nyo yan. So, that's one universal law and one universal principle. The second one is, you predict your own future by what you think, believe, feel, imagine, say, and do. So, nangyayari ang mga bagay-bagay sa buhay mo according to kung ano yung iniisip mo, ano yung nararamdaman mo, ano yung mga ano yung tawag dito, ano yung ginagawa mo, basta lahat yan may kinalaman sa bagay-bagay na nakapaligid sa mundo mo o nangyayari sa iyong mundo. Ikaw lang ang nag-create niyan. So, kung nakita mong ganito ang buhay mo at nagko-complain ka na bakit ganito ang parang walang nangyayari, again, it is because you are able now to make happen all these things through your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, and what you're doing and what you're saying. So, kung gusto mo malaman kung ano mangyayari sa buhay mo, isipin mo na lang kung ano yung palagi mong iniisip. Anong laman ng isipan mo? Anong laman ng utak mo? Kung ang laman ng utak mo ay puro violence dahil pala mahilig ka manood ng mga pelikulang puro action at saka puro barilan, patayan, suntukan, makikita mo ang takbo ng buhay mo, may pangyayaring kahawig sa mga pinapanood mo. So, importante na isipin natin na tayo ang may kagagawa nito dahil pina ano ito ini-enjoy natin sa ating kaisipan, sa ating kamalayan. So, importante ay baguhin natin lahat yan. And that is how this principle works. And there is another law, universal law, that is related to that, and that law is called the law of magnetism. Namamagnet mo. Kung ano yung iniisip mo, yun ang ma-attract mo. What you put out is what you get back. And the law of magnetism states that the universe returns the same kind of energy that you put out about yourself. Alright, so yun ang nangyayari sa buhay natin. So, bumabalik, talagang nagkakaroon ng, kumbaga boomerang. Alam mo yung boomerang, yung parang triangle. Pag binato mo yun, babalik at babalik sa'yo kung tama yung pagkahagis mo. And ano ang ibig sabihin yan? Lahat ng mga iniisip natin, lahat ng mga nararamdaman natin, lahat ng mga ginagawa natin, sinasabi natin, mga pinaniniwalaan natin, na kukuha rin natin ulit pabalik sa atin. So, ang tanong dyan is, maganda ba yung mga bumabalik sa'yo? Ano yung mga namamagnet mo, ina-attract mo? Because the law of magnetism will just, you know, make it happen for you. At hindi mo may iwasan yan. All right. So that's the second universal law and second universal principle. The third universal principle is this. The power that moves the world is within you. Ang mundo ay meron tayong kinalaman dyan sa pangyayari. At yung ano man yung nangyayari dyan sa labas ng mundo natin ay galing sa atin because of that power. Tayo ang nag-create. We have that creative power or creation, the power of creation that we don't know. Hindi tinuro sa atin ng tama yan. Akala natin, ang Diyos lang ang nag-create ng lahat ng bagay o nangyayari sa buhay natin. Pero, what was not really taught to us properly is that we are really co-creators with God. And so, lahat ng mga bagay-bagay na ito, tayo nag-create. We have that power. And that power is within us. That creative power. Kung ano man yung gusto mo mangyari, ano man yung gusto mo makuha, makamit, kung pera man yan, o asawa, or for that matter, mga bagay-bagay na maluho, may luho in terms of mahal, lahat na makukuha mo kung alam mo paano gamitin yung creative power within you, that God power or divine power within you. All right, so let's go now to the next law, universal law, which is a third universal law that we are now discussing here. And this is what we call now the law of harmony. If we are aligned with the God within, with the divine power within us, or with our higher source, with our God, if we are aligned with that one being, that higher being, we are now actually creating that or using this law of harmony. And what would this law of harmony do to us? It says that when you live in peace and harmony, you move into alignment with source energy. And so, when you are in peace and harmony, you get to be aligned with the source. And when you are aligned with the source, that is the time you really get all the things that you want. All your prayers are answered. All your wishes and dreams are fulfilled. Dahil iyan ang isang bagay na kailangan natin maintindihan. That's why many of our affirmations, yung mga marunong mag-affirm kuno, eh, kumbaga 100 times na ina-affirm, wala pa rin nangyayari. Dahil nga, they are not using this law of harmony. They're not aligned with the source. So, for that matter, walang nangyayari sa kanila. So, okay. Anyway, so, ito ang importante maintindihan natin. And the fourth universal principle that I want to share with you is this. You have to give first before you receive. All right? You have to give first before you receive. For example, kung wala kang itinanim at wala kang binigay muna o nilagay dyan, wala kang aanihin. Sabi nga. So you have to just invest first or give something first or for that matter, offer something first. Like for example, if you're a talent, if you're a singer, what do you do now? What do you give first? You give away your talent. You offer your talent. And so because you offer your talent to people, you get back what? Well, admiration, applause, money if they pay you because they think that you're good. So maraming mga bagay na makikita nating babalik sa atin dahil tayo ang nag-unang magbigay. Because ito nga importante, it's a principle. So what do we have to give first? Sabi nga nila, you cannot give what you don't have. So you have to find out in you what you have because that is what you need to give. All right. So susunod is the law, the universal law. And the law, this is called the law of expanding influence. And what is this universal law of expanding influence? It reveals that your personal energy expands in the world. Yung buong, ano mo, mga nararamdaman mo, yung mga energy mo nga, yung kumbaga, kung saan meron kang desire, may excitement ka, yung emotion mo, masaya ka at excited ka, may passion ka, yun ang nilalabas mo ngayon. At yan, pag nilabas mo yan, ang balik niyan, talagang grabe dahil nga, pag bumulusok yan, sobra-sobra ang magagawa niyan sa buhay mo. So, that is exactly what this is all about. The fifth universal principle that I want to share with you is this. Focus your mind on your dreams and the reasons why you can realize your dreams, and you will achieve your dreams. Okay, focus your mind on your dreams, and you will realize your dreams. All right. Ang ibig sabihin niyan is, ano ba talaga yung mga gusto mong magpapasaya sa'yo? Kasi a lot of times, we want to follow our passion. Sabi nga nila, ano ba yung passion? Kung hindi mo muna iisipin, ano ba yung mga dinedesire mo? Kasi kung ano yung gusto mo, doon mo ilalagay yung passion mo. You cannot have a passion without a dream. So you have to find out first what you like to do, what you feel like doing, or what your dream is all about. So isa-isahin mo lahat yan. Ano yung mga nagbibigay sa'yo ng enthusiasm. Kasi doon ka magsisimula. What are you enthusiastic about? Sabi nga natin, enthusiasm, the Greek root word for enthusiasm is entheos, which means the God within. So in other words, there is this talent in us or this gift in us that is God-given. And we have to find out what that is because that is what we need to really develop and to share with other people. And so, ito na ngayon ang importante nating ginagawa. Pag na-realize mo na kung ano yung mga talino mong yan, doon mo makikita na hindi, kasi kailangan malaman mo kung saan ka masaya. You cannot just do anything tapos sabihin mong ayaw mo yan or hindi ka naman talaga sold dyan or hindi mo talaga gusto. So, hindi ka magpo-progress dyan. So, what I'm saying here is find out first what your dreams are. what you're or what would make you happy in terms of what you want to do. At pag nakuha mo na yon at nakita mo na mga bagay-bagay na you would say na ito yung mga talaga nagpapasaya sa akin, that is when you develop your passion for that. Your excitement mo, your passion. Hindi pwedeng wala yan. So that's exactly what we mean here by focus your mind. We have to focus on what we want to do, what will make us happy, on our dream. And once we are focused on that, uh, and I have to know the reasons why you like it, why you want that dream to be fulfilled. You have to have reasons. If you don't know the reasons, if you don't have any reason, why go after it? So wala rin mangyayari. So you have a dream, you find your reasons why you like it, or why you are happy with it, and then pursue it. If you feel this is it or this is for you. Ganun din yan, pag-aaral ka, anong kurso gusto mo? E di, tignan mo muna kung saan ang hilig mo. And there is a universal law also related to that, and this is the law of pure desire. Kailangan puro ang desire mo. Hindi pwede yung, ano yun, chop suey, yung marami, o yung hops, ano yun, yung hilaw, yan. Hindi pwedeng, kailangan puro, kailangan buong buo, kailangan desidido ka. Ito talaga gusto mo. Yun ang kon mo. And hindi pwede yung, pwede na, kailangan, gusto ko talaga. Yan. Yun. Yun ang kailangan yung makuhang, um, I would say, na parang commitment. Na, this is exactly what I want and nothing else. At this point, I'll focus on that and I'll give it some time. And sabi nga, try to just find out as to how far you can go with it, no? And somehow, kung minsan wala tayong nakikitang resulta, pero what it means is that you have to just, continue. Kasi hindi naman kaagad kabilis ang mga pangyayari o mga balik dyan o mga resulta nga. So you have to know. Ngayon, kung merong mga blocks, you just have to know where to turn. But you don't have to give it up. Kaya, kumbaga, iwasan mo. Ganyan. Ganun lang naman ang takbo nito eh. So, yan ang kailangan natin maintindihan. So, anong tanong ngayon? The next one is, yun na nga, if you are, ito yun, the sixth principle. Apat na tayo matapos. Kanina to eh. Pito lang ito eh. The sixth principle that I want to share with you is you can make people love and accept you if you start to love and accept yourself first. I will repeat, this is very important. You can make people love and accept you if you can first accept and love yourself. All right. Many of us would want to be loved. Ang dami nagkakaroon ng problema na sasabi, bakit wala nagmamahal sa akin? Ayoko na mabuhay sa mundong ito. And tanong is, people actually won't show their love for you unless ikaw muna ang magpakita ng pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo. Kung hindi mo ka mahal ang sarili mo, bakit ka pa mamahalin ng ibang tao? Not even God can love you if you don't even allow God, or if you don't even love yourself, or if for that matter, if you don't allow God to love you for that matter. So, importante is you have to love yourself and accept it. Tapos yan, doon mo makikita ang ibang tao, mamahalin ka rin. Pero ang tanong dyan is, marunong ba kayong mahalin ang sarili? Paano ba natin minamahal ang sarili natin? Of course, we take care of our body. We have a body. We know what is good for us. We enjoy what we want to enjoy. What we want to be eating na gusto natin. Tayo ay gagawa ng mga bagay na masaya tayo. So all these things are really for us to be able to understand in terms of who we are. We have to really love first ourselves. hindi pwedeng dumaan ang panahon na hindi mo minahal ang sarili mo. And for that matter, nobody could have ever loved you as well. So, gusto mong mahalin ka ng mga tao, ng iba, you have to love first yourself. And there is this uh, law, universal law, that is related to that as well. And it's called the law of right action. And the law of right action says that the more you treat others with value, honor, dignity, and compassion, the more those beautiful energies will return to you. Huh? If you treat other people with respect, the more, people will treat you also with respect. But more than just treating other people with respect, you should first give respect to yourself. Everything that you give to others, or how you actually treat treat others, ikaw muna, sa'yo muna gawin. Because you cannot give it to other people unless you do it first to yourself. Other people cannot give it back to you unless you give it to yourself first also. So if you want love, give yourself love first. Don't look for love outside of you. You will never find it. Nobody can love you unless you love yourself first. That's a principle. And so we go now to the last one. The law of, I'm sorry. The universal law goes like this. Number 7, abundance is everywhere, but remember, God is the source. Everything is already there for you. Abundance is everywhere, but remember, God is the source. Lahat ng gusto natin, lahat ng ninanais natin mangyari, lahat ng mga bagay-bagay na kailangan natin, nandiyan na siya. Lahat ng mga karangyaan na gusto, andyan din. Ang problema is, hindi natin alam kung saan hanapin. Or for that matter, akala natin ay kailangan natin paghirapan. Napakadali nga ng sinabi sa Bible ni Jesus. Ask and you shall receive. So ask lang. Humiling ka lang. Ano ang importante sa paghiling? Siyempre, kailangan yung gusto mo talaga, yung magpapasaya sa'yo. And kung marunong ka talagang humiling ng tama, at alam mo na, kasi nga, sabi nga sa Bible din, when you ask, when you pray, when you pray for something, believe as if you have received it already. Yan ang importante. Believe as if you have received it already. So ano ibig sabihin ng believe as if you have received it already? Natanggap mo na. Andiyan na kasi siya. Remember, God is giving you everything already. Ito nga yung principle. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is already in you, with you, around you, inside you. But you have to remember, God is the source. And since it's already with you, pero hindi mo pa nakikita, you have to say thank you already. Yun ang kadalasan din natin ginagawa kaagad Magpasalamat na tayo kasi nandiyan na siya. Nabigay na sa'yo. All you have to do is just say thank you and receive it. Yan ang isang prinsipyo na hindi tinuro ng tama sa atin. Kaya nga marami sa atin may hirap dahil di marunong isipin itong principle na ito Na nandiyan na lahat ang gusto natin. Kaya lang nga, we have to know where it's coming from, and it's from God. And there is a law, universal law corresponding to this, which is the law of paradoxical intent. And the law of paradoxical intent goes like this. It says that the more desperate you are to achieve a certain goal, the more your urgent, needy energy will sabotage the results and push it away. I will repeat that. The law of paradoxical intent says that the more desperate you are to achieve a certain goal, the more your urgent, needy energy will sabotage the results and push it away. Kung atat na atat ka, pardon my words, kung ikaw ay atat na atat na makuha mo isang bagay, marating mo o magkaroon ka, makuha mo, what will happen is you will push it away. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? So, ibig sabihin, Kung meron kang gusto, sabi nga, nasa iyo na eh. Huwag mo nang pilitin pa. Huwag ka nang mag-extra pa ng extra effort. Huwag ka nang yung parang, ano ba, wala pa, ang tagal-tagal naman, kailan ba yan? So, yeah. Ito na yung importante natin isipin. Nandiyan na siya. And so, relax lang and wait for it because, you have to trust God that it's going to come. It always comes. There is no right time to it. Sabi nga nila, the right time will come. The right time will come when you actually use these universal laws and principles. Because even if the right time comes, if you don't know these principles, they will not come to you, all the things that you want. Yun ang importante, kaya tinuturo ko ito dahil a lot of time, people would just pray, hihintay nila, sabi nga nila, okay, I will just wait for the right time. Pag hindi pa raw dumating, maybe may darating na panahon or maybe may ibang ibibigay sa iyo ang Diyos. Actually, mali yung pag-iisip na yun eh. Yes, maybe God will give you something else, but something better. So, okay pa rin yun. It's still in line with what you want, but maybe something better. Pero hindi yung pwedeng iba o yung hindi ka pwedeng ipagkait. Hindi sa iyo ipagkakait kung gusto mo talaga ang isang bagay. Kung minsan nga, kadalasan, ang dami natin gustong gawin na makakasama sa atin eh. What does God do to us? Does He prevent us from making it happen to us na alam niya makakasama sa atin? No, He allows it. Why? Because gusto natin eh. And that's what free will is all about eh. And so, pag meron tayong gusto, God always says yes, yes, yes. And so, eto na yun, binibigay sa atin. And so, the moment we have that kind of a feeling na alam mo na nandiyan na, so, enjoy ka na. I mean, you go around your other businesses and wala ka ng problema. Wag mo nang pag nilayan o wag mo nang bigyan pa ng extra worry. Yung mga hindi mo pa natutupad. All right. So with that, I'd like to say maraming salamat sa mga hindi nanood. Sa mga nanood dahil yun na nga, hindi ko alam. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I have to just find out exactly what is really going on if I'm using this particular uh, live streaming platform of StreamYard, no? But basically, it's supposed to be happening live. So, dapat nakakapanood lahat kayo kung yung dati nating ginagawa ay nandiyan kayo or bakit yan para bang nawawala kayo. So, except for JR Prisno o si Junior Prisno. So, siya lang ang nandito sa aking ewan ko bakit sa iba walang nakapapanood. But anyway, so tingnan natin kung meron nga. Wala oh. So, isa lang talaga ang nakapanood sa atin. Anyway, so with that, I'd like to say magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsama sa akin sa oras na ito. At sana ay samahan na naman ninyo ako sa Martes sa ating klase. Ito po si Tato Malay. Nagsasabi uli, magandang kamalayan.